Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, you're jamming out, weren't you?
I can rock out to that. I don't know why it's such a catchy little tune. I like bebopping in the background. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
That, huh?
I do.
It is fun.
I do.
Hey, we want to know where you're from. What city, state, country, planet, whatever. You name it. Put it out there. We would love to see. I'm sure there's some people that already have put that out there. We are tinkeringwithtech.net. Go learn about us and the QR code. Hey, look, Heather, I even got it right. First time. And
we haven't done the little devil on your left shoulder. That's how you remember, right?
That's right. Right here. That's right. Something. I don't know. There you go. Log country south here. We almost made it all the way up to 60. How about that?
Wow. Now we're going to talk about the weather. Okay, awesome. You didn't ask what's the weather in your area today, but they're telling us Donna's in Hudson Valley.
I'm glad. Yes.
We have Mike. Never let those machines win. That's what that is there. And he's duck hunting. Yep.
Apparently.
Yep. We got Ron with Tech for Senior. He's
excellent.
He's determined. He's like predicting it's going to be a great show. So that's awesome. And it's 40 degrees in 𝐞𝐜𝐽𝐬𝐿.
Yep.
Is that so? Wait a minute. 44 degrees. Is that Celsius or is that? Because that would be hot, wouldn't it?
No,
I don't know. I don't know. Geeks are in South Florida. Hey, geeks.
Yep.
Hey Dave. Hey, Dave. Thank you so much for always putting me first. I appreciate that.
Dave's awesome.
Aw, Jolyn, this is awesome. So for those of you who don't know, we have started a new blog, and I have been writing these blogs. So I really appreciate the kudos, Jolyn, because it's hard sometimes to come up with the verbiage, you know. But
you do that well. You do that really well. Seriously.
Me know how to talk? No.
Love
Dave's
it.
in Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
And oh yeah, and thanks to you too, Michael. Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Parts unknown from Gill in South Carolina, but better known as Seneca.
There you go, Seneca.
There you go.
I know it well.
All right.
Mother-in-law had a house
Monrovia.
Yep.
There's no snow in California. It's nice and sunny. He's rubbing that in because of your video. So.
Hey, listen, we get it once or twice a year, and we absolutely love it. But that's it. Shovel, slush this afternoon. No fun. I'm not envious of that part of it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And Ron, you did. I read your comment, so thank you very much for that.
Nice.
All right. Hashtag Heather's always right. Hey, we got to get T-shirts that say this, right?
Do we have to get that?
I say leave it up to the audience. They'll tell you. I mean, not that I'm always right or anything, but.
I hear you.
Hey, Andrew's made it in Hermitage. It's 57 degrees there. We might even have ice on Friday. Oh my gosh, Doug, that's terrible.
Wow.
Be safe,
now,
everybody.
You're not
Be safe.
Here, are you? Tiger Doug's down by the beach too, and you're gonna have ice. What? I think
that's never good.
Not really. Yeah, I know. That's now. I think he's in Mount Pleasant. So yeah, that's probably strange for down there. Heather, what are we talking about today?
Look at this. Look at this. Jolyn said she will buy one. Hashtag Heather's always right. And then we'll put on the back in the parentheses, Jolyn said so. All right. So.
And have a list of everybody that said so. Just have
everybody
list.
who agrees. Yes.
When you tuck your shirt in, it goes down
further. Further. The word's further.
Yeah. To be continued.
Dot.
That's right. Anyway, let's get on with the show.
Anyway, that's a great segue.
We're going to go ahead and do a show today. We're going to go ahead and do a show today. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, so we're talking today about the new Pixlr.
New Pixlr.
Well, this is interesting because I wrote in the blog that I have used a number of editing software for images and things over the years, and the one that I was using for the longest time before I got into this was first called Picnic. Then they changed the name to PicMonkey. Then they started charging for it. And then I paid for it for a couple of years. And then you're like, this Pixlr thing the whole time. I got this Pixlr thing. And you kept showing me Pixlr. And finally, like 2 years ago, I think it was.
Something like that, yeah.
I jumped into the deep end of Pixlr. And I've been there ever since. And I even like what, 8 months ago, messaged you and said, hey, they have a
I'm buying
paid for
this.
version. You can say goodbye to the ads and you get a whole slew, I mean, access to thousands of assets. So it's totally worth it because it was only 35 bucks, but we're not here to sell you Pixlr. I want to make sure that everybody knows that.
Not at all. We're just really making you aware of it, making you aware that, hey, this is a viable option. It is internet based. It is. I think it's. I mean, it's like any of them. All of anything that you have for editing and stuff like that, you learn the shortcuts, you learn the tools, you learn what they can do. We're just showing an option that is out there.
Yeah, and
there's a free version.
If you already have something that does this, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So
yeah, don't try
we just want to show you what we
system.
do. Yep. There you go.
We're just going to show you. This is something that we do. This is something we want to kind of show you, teach you, etc.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Is that cool?
Please do.
All right. So we are in the new Pixlr, and if you've been around a little while, then you probably have already seen this if you use Pixlr. But since our last episode on Pixlr, it's very new. It's very new. So one of the things that has confused me quite a long time being involved with Pixlr is they have two options. Like right away when you walk in the door here, you see there's two options, and I never knew which one to choose or why. But I finally figured it out. I did. I finally figured it out. So you see on the left here, there's an X. So it's Pixlr X. And then on the right is Pixlr E. So Pixlr X is like extra simplified. Get it?
I love it.
It's extra simplified. So if you're like somebody who just wants to plug in a picture, maybe add some text, and then download and go, X is real simple. It's real easy. But if you want more more robust or more detailed editing, then you want to use E for editor.
There you go. I like it.
Right? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, all right. So that's how you remember which one of those you want to use. So we'll just look at it real quick. I'm just going to show you. This is X. It has very simple. I'm just going to let's just grab a template and go. Use this one. Real simple tools on the side. You see that? Very simple tools. Almost nothing. And because I'm not signed in, there's ads. Okay?
Ah, gotcha.
So we'll go back and now we'll open up Pixlr E. Just real quick. Template. And look at all the tools we have over here now.
A whole bunch of tools.
So much more tools. Yep. There you go. So going back to the home page. I know I'm clicking through this kind of fast, but I just want to make sure we cover everything.
Yeah, so we're just trying to give you the ideas of what it does. This is not to teach or any of that kind of stuff. That's for later. We'll talk about that later.
That's right. That's right. So on the little menu over here in the corner, it has a third option, which is really a cool thing. But I want to talk about that in a second. I want to talk about these desktop apps here first. So we're going to click on desktop apps, and this might help some folks out there to learn that there are desktop apps you can download, and it's available in the Android Play Store or the Google Play Store and Windows. And these are apps that you can download onto your computer or your Chromebook or something like that if you were going to be away from the internet. So it's the exact same tool as it's available online, but it's on your computer, so you don't have to have internet access to utilize it. So that's kind of nice. So let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about this BG. Remove BG. Now, if you're smart, you probably already know what BG means, but I just want to make sure we share
garage.
with remove garage. Your big gorilla. Yes.
Gorilla.
It's for removing the background, and it's one tool. So if that's the only thing you want to do, it's super easy to do it because everything that Michael uses to remove a background is right here. It's all right here. It's done that fast. So it's a really quick way to get to do what Michael's going to show us here in his demonstration. So Michael, you want to take it over?
I do. This is so cool. So first of all, let me go to. I'm gonna talk right now about reusing a template Pixlr, because this is what I do. When I come in here, first thing I do, like Heather said, I pick from X or E. I'm going to go to the E. I launch Pixlr E, and anybody that has seen my thumbnails that I use, I created this, so to speak. It's a template. Okay, bottom left down here, you can kind of see me hovering over it. You can kind of see the one for our show today. I stole it. I mean, I'm getting ready to add on to that. So I'm
So
talking
when you
about.
say template, you're not talking about
It's
like the
one that I
template I
created.
grabbed. You're talking about one you created
This is
yourself.
one
Awesome.
I created. Yeah. So I
Awesome.
pull up something that is a template that I already have. This is where I go and I start our show. This is what I do. Now, here's the cool thing. One of the cool things that she just talked about was removing the background, right? So I'm going to talk about that now. Let's talk about removing that background. Okay. So I pulled a template already. So I got the Pixlr template. Let's review. Use Pixlr template. I'm using a Pixlr template that I created. She wanted to emphasize it's one that I created, not a Pixlr template, right? So here we go. So now I'm going to remove the background. So let me just show you real quick. When I have a guest on, let's just use this as an example. I'm going to pull in an image of a layer of an image here. Let's just use Ben because he's been on the show before. It brings in an image. And when I bring that in, okay, well, I need that on top. So let's go ahead and get the layer right. I'm going to bring that up. Oops, not over everything. Let me get it over everything. And this is a brief. Like I said, we're not sitting here demo. I'm just going to show you how cool this is and what you can do. I'm going to bring this down here. And now I'm going to remove the background of this image. So they have the tool on here. I'm going to click it, go to it, boom, and boom, that quick. We will remove the image. I'm going to resize this to the size I want. When I had Ron who came on, Ron who's out there with his group, he came on and did a show on robots, and I had his image on here. I wanted to pull him in. So I'm just moving this around, get it where I want. Pretty cool. I mean, it removes an image that quick. You saw how when you go over top of something else, here, like that. I mean, I can go right over the words or whatever. You can see that it took out the background, completely took out the background. Boom, done. All right. Now we're going to go to your section, Heather.
Okay, so I have a demonstration. I have a demonstration that I want to show you how to use the templates that they have in there, that they already have in Pixlr. So let's go ahead and share my screen.
Absolutely. Oops, I'm sorry. I did it.
Oh, that's all right.
Did it. I did it. And so now we're going to use Pixlr templates. Is that what you're talking about? Their template.
Yes. So this is a Pixlr template that I am going to edit for my own use. So if you saw my Twitter post, you might have seen it already, but we're going to show you how we do this. So I'm going to open up templates, and I'm going to go to a Twitter post just because it's a nice horizontal sized image. And I'm going to scroll down here until I find something. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I logged into the wrong one. I wanted to go to X because it's super easy.
X is easy.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Am I doing this wrong?
Okay.
I must be doing this wrong.
Use a Pixlr template. Are you?
It's so funny. Yeah, I think so, because I think I've lost the one that I was going to use, but that's okay. So, all right. So let's just find one. It's fine. No big deal. Bear with me while I get back to the thing that I want to do it in, though. All right.
She's all over the place.
I know. I lost my brain. I lost my brain cells. Okay. So let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and use this one because it's right here. It's easier this way. Okay. So this is really weird. I wouldn't use this like for my business to do anything with because it's got pictures of other people. If you like using stock photos, that's not a big deal. But for me, it's kind of a little weird. So I'm thinking more along the lines of wanting to make something for my granddaughter, like to send her a postcard in the mail or something. And I thought it would be kind of cool to do pictures of her. So I'm going to
you probably don't want this lady in for your granddaughter.
Right? Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and right click. So you can't really see that I'm doing that, but I'm right clicking on this image. Okay. And I have all these options. Hopefully you can read those. It's change image.
I think is the first one. Yeah. I saw the first.
Yep, and you can position it, you can do all these different things to this image, and this is really, really cool. So I'm going to change the image, and I'm going to go over here to my pictures of my granddaughter, and we're going to put this one of her in here. And I did the wrong one. What? I think my internet is really not happy right now. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, it's the right one. What is it doing?
Interesting.
It is very interesting. So, all right, we're going to try it again. See if I can do it without it breaking on me.
We're going to show you how not to do it.
My internet is not happy because I keep it keeps deselecting. So 1 second.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
We've done this numerous times already, and all of a sudden
joke.
it doesn't want to work. Yep, I get it. I get it.
And I'm making sure that this is unlocked, so it's definitely the one. All right, let's see. Will it work? There. That one
there
worked.
It goes. Finally it worked. That one did. Okay, it's just that one won't work. There we go.
I'm going much slower, and I'm not moving as fast, so it's much happier. Okay, let's see.
Love it. Love it.
And we're going to change this one to be this picture here. Maybe. Yes, okay. All right, so when I look at this picture, I'm like, I don't really like how it's positioned in that frame. So check this out. I can actually make the picture fit within the frame a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Which is pretty neat. I mean, so I'm not doing anything too fancy, really.
Mm-hmm.
There, now I've gotten rid of anything in the background that I didn't necessarily want. We can kind of do the same thing to this, so we can make, whoops, we can position it.
That's really cool.
Make it look just a little bit better.
That's using their templates now. That's what's cool.
Yep, and again, I'm going to right-click, choose position, image, and now I can drag and make it fit within it better.
Awesome.
Got to get her artwork in there. And then, of course, I can change this. I can change the background.
Text and all that. Yep, all the different sections.
Right. This, I want you to see this. Hopefully you can see over on the right-hand side, it has a lock. There's a lock where I'm hovering. If I unlock it, now I can see that there's stars in the background that they've sort of moved off to the back. Maybe I want to keep those. Maybe I want to change them out. There's options. You can actually go, you can go find different things that they have available, especially if you have the paid for version. They've got thousands of different options. And then change the quote and everything else, and it can be done. I can even change the background if I want that color to be different.
All this is cool. All this is cool. This is awesome.
But now I want to take it up one notch.
This is my favorite part.
Are you ready?
Right here, we're going to create an animation using Pixlr. This
using Pixlr. Okay, so this is one of the newest things that they've come out with, and I want to show you this. Is this word is animation up here in the top. You see the animation bar up here.
There's animation up in the toolbar, in the menu bar. I see it now. I see your hand. Yep, I see it up there.
And I'm going to click on it. It's going to open up a panel. Now this panel is, I can move it around, or I can actually dock the panel so it's over here. That's what I'm going to do so it's not in our way. And then with just hovering over these things, you can see the animation that's going to take place just using what they already have ready to go.
Look at that. Already predetermined. Did you see that?
I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you again. You might have missed it. I'm going to show you again.
Love this.
That's pretty neat, right? That's just one click. So if I click it, it's good. Here, I'm going to come down here to the bottom left corner, click play, and you can see it happen again. And I've just made a really cool moving animated GIF, or it can be a movie file. You can loop it as a movie file. It's really, really cool. So now I got to show you one more thing. I'm going to take this off, go back to none, and then I'm just going to show you really quickly. If I come over here and I choose a layer, I now I've got the layer chosen over here, and now I can actually add individual animations, and I can do them at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end of the little video slot.
Crazy
kinds of
cool. I
things.
can't wait to learn about this.
I
This
was
is
just
gonna be
going to
good.
say there's a lot more to learn about this, but we're going to be doing a workshop at the end of the month to talk about more. So,
Yay.
yeah.
Awesome stuff. I love it. That is so cool. Yes. We will be doing a community workshop at the end of the month. It's already listed in our calendar. So those of you that are community members will be able to join in this workshop where we can learn all of this cool stuff. This is so much fun. Now, I started some comments, Heather. If you want to bring those up,
sure.
bring them up as needed or whatever. But yeah, we can address that and go into that.
Want to say hi to Watercolors with Michael. Hi, Michael. Glad you made it.
Hey, yes, we are live. And Diane Bush, while you were, or it was either me or you, whoever's punching it. And Diane Bush, you can see the little icon right there.
Oh,
she is a member of the channel.
Oh, there it is.
Which is cool. And she said something that I think it was what you were doing, not what I was doing, was cool. Maybe it was something I was doing. I don't know.
You know what? It applies. It applies to both. So
yes.
Jolyn says, nice that Pixlr E works so much like Photoshop PS Elements. Yes, exactly. I think that's a big reason why we like sharing it with you, is because number one, the cost is significantly less. It's free.
Correct.
Or if you want no ads, it's a very small, I think it's around $35 a year. Very small.
Yeah, and
very small.
And I think not only that, but I think that it's also not as feature rich, should I say? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have everything that Photoshop
No, it
has,
doesn't have everything. No, for sure. It doesn't have everything.
I just want to say. So yeah. I mean, it's all based on you get what you pay for kind of thing. I want to emphasize that. It's not a replacement for that. Eileen, hello, beautiful people, she says. Love it. Another member.
All right. Here's a question from Eileen. After you remove the background from an image, can you download a transparent PNG? Absolutely.
100%.
So, can I go back to sharing my screen? Because I do want to talk about sharing a little bit.
Do it all.
I mean, not sharing, but
I do it all the time.
Saving.
What she's mentioning right there, I do that exact thing all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to my screen and I'm going to just show you saving. And the saving options are really, really cool because right now, because I made this an animation, I have the animation saving tab. Oh,
hold on, I got to put that up.
Oh, thank you,
awesome.
Eileen.
Thank you. Appreciate you, girl. We're answering your question right now. How appropriate that you did that. All right, here we go. Yeah. So go ahead.
So because it's an animation, because I had actually turned it into motion, it has the animation tab for saving. And I have options like MP4, GIF, zip, or the PXZ, which is the workable Pixlr format, so that I can come back and make edits. Yep. Then there's the image saving, and this is for all images. You can save as a JPEG, a PNG, a WebP, or a PXZ. Again, is the Pixlr editing format. And then there's a document you can save as PDFs, or again as a PXZ. Okay, so these are all your saving options. Now, I will tell you that one of the things you get when you paid for the pay-for version, if you are somebody who likes to do larger images, like larger pixeled images, then you can save better in the paid for version. So if that matters to you, just so you know.
Can the animation export with a transparent background GIF? Yes, I believe that is true. So if we were making confetti and we had something that did something like that, and we wanted to move it and make it animate and make it into a transparent background GIF, I want to say yes.
I have not tried a transparent background, but I will.
That's what we can do.
As soon as we get in the background, I will.
On that Saturday.
In the backstage pass. Yeah.
Yeah. In the backstage pass, we can do that. Yeah. I think it's really cool. That's really cool. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Any other comments that we have?
Looks easier than Photoshop Elements, which is that's my claim to fame. I am all about it being simpler, easier, and it definitely is. I wouldn't have tried Photoshop Elements. So.
Right. Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. And sounds like a good idea to save as a PXZ regardless of the actual needed output. Yep, exactly. And that's one of the things that we wanted to talk about with today's show was that Michael made his own template that he reuses over and over again. And I've been making templates for our for our daily
Mhm.
tips that we're releasing now
Mhm.
publicly, and I
Mhm.
have one that I've saved in the PXZ format, so that way I can go in and edit and make any changes I need to without the worries of, "Oh, man, I should
Exactly.
have done this differently," you know, so it's kinda
Exactly.
cool.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
Diane says, I will have to try this out. I have a special for you, Diane. I have a special for everybody watching, actually. If you,
Yes.
I have to open it. Okay. So when you go to do your sign up, if you're going to give the paid for version a try, then type in gift 10 and you should be able to save 10% off your first month. And it's possibly 10% off the entire year, which it's already really less expensive than I was paying for my PicMonkey for years. I was paying about $87 a year for
Is
PicMonkey,
that it
and
right
this
there?
is way
Gift
bigger.
10?
Yep.
Gift
Yep.
10. Remember that.
Yep.
That way you can come back and watch this video in case you didn't get it. You can come back and watch.
And I don't know when that expires, so give it a shot.
Right. Yeah. Give it a shot and try. It may have already expired, so who knows?
No, it did not. What Michael says, every time I watch you guys, I learn something awesome. That's
I'm
cool.
glad to hear that.
Me
I'm really
too.
glad to hear
Yay,
that.
Pixlr workshop. Exactly. Mark your calendars.
Yes.
It's already on the Tinkering with Tech calendar. So if you are a subscriber to that, you already have it.
Andrew says, didn't you use the transparent background to get the money falling in, then added a new background to it? And back when you created that for your show? No. Okay. So that was a trick using, how can I, taking out the green screen.
That's
That was a
within
little
OBS.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That was
very
in
different. It's
OBS, a
within
little different.
OBS. It's a video, etc. So,
But they do have gifts out there that you can do this right here, where
mm-hmm.
kind of what he's talking about. And lately for us, it has been snowfall. So I'll go ahead and put that out there since that's what we,
It looks like ashes to me.
I know. I know. Well, in Arizona, it might be. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you can have the money fall. Just throw money at me. So yeah, there are animated GIFs that you can do. I'm not sure that you could create this. That's what we don't know, to create an animated GIF that has a transparent background, which is what Mike was talking about earlier. So we'll just have to look and see, right? Have to figure.
I'm going to try it in the Backstage Pass. So if you join the Tinkering with Tech community before in the next 10 minutes, you'll probably see it yourself. So.
That's right. You'll be able to see it right then. Little motivation there to come on out and try it.
Bob's made it. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob. There's one of our newest members. Good to see you, sir.
Sheila says very excited about this. I'm glad.
I think so. I think it's gonna. Cool. I think it's gonna be an excitement. So yeah, those of you that don't know us or about us, we are tinkeringwithtech.net. And also, if you're rewatching this and you say, hey, I want to join or learn a little bit more about that. So let's go right up there. There you go. You can scan that and come on in and check it out that way. All right. I think that's all we have for today, Heather, unless you can think of something that I'm missing.
Nope, that's it. We'll see you in the Backstage Pass, members.
Community members, we will see you in the Backstage Pass. So, thank you, Heather, as always. And thank you, folks, for watching. Anybody that's watching us in replay, you can't. You have to be a community member. I'm just playing, but come join our community. We would love it. We're doing an experiment, learn about some of the experiments we're doing on YouTube and some of the things that we're doing for the next 3 months or so, maybe longer. It just depends how successful it is and how that goes. Thank you, Heather. Great job. Excellent.
Thank you.
Finally got that to all show up. And I'm going to tell you what, that is super cool. I'm learning stuff too.
I'm glad my internet's working.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. A cool show. Be sure to check it out. We'll have that out there on our blog. Go learn a little bit about our next week's show too. Thanks, everybody. See ya. Bye.